skating, and the many entertaining electronic games. All Gator fans are also welcome to attend the Panhandle Gator Club meetings, 6 p.m. every second Tuesday of the month at the same location. Follow Gator gatherings all year long at panhandlegatorclub.com. Go Gators!
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
WVLQ Point St. Joe, WGSX, powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michaels studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub! Hey! I'm full of water! I stay hot tub! Stay very hot! Stay hot tub! Gonna get you hot tub! I'm gonna make it wet! Stay hot tub! Rubber dub and hot tub! Rubber dub with me! Chilling in the hot tub! Yeah! Really make me sweat! Yeah! Chilling in the hot tub! Yeah! Really make me wet! Yeah!
Well, good morning, Wildcat. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Coach. How you doing this morning? Beautiful morning.
Beautiful, warmer. I think it's about 59, 58 degrees, something like that. Jason Kovaleski was good enough to come in here. Tommy is still in Georgia. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better, feel better, all naturally? That's what you need to do. Go down to two wonderful locations, Pier Park, 23rd Street. Jason, what's going on down at Max Fit Sports Nutrition?
Just same old. Got some new products and got some new pre-workouts. You can come utilize our free sample bar and try them out. And we got, our proteins in Transparent Labs, 15% off through the end of the year. So all the way through Christmas, we'll have those discounts for you. And we do have military first responder discounts daily, and we have local discounts daily as well. So come down, try our free sample bar. We got our InBody 570 to track your results. We got certified sports nutritional staff to help you lead you in the right direction, get you on the right supplement stack, and even kind of walk you through a meal plan if you need that as well. So, and like you said, we're on 23rd Street and in Pier Park North.
And we saw your wonderful young lady that works for you, and I saw her at the gym. Matter of fact, I saw her yesterday.
Yeah, Courtney.
I've seen her twice. Courtney twice.
She works out. She does. She
was training somebody.
Yeah, she trains people. She's a coach. She's got her own business. You can look her up on Instagram, the Quad Mommy. We talked about her on the radio as well. I think she's going to come on next week. They're going to do a training session with Anytime Fitness, Panama City. That's in the Del Coronado Plaza. They have a couple girls over there. They're going to bring people in that never really been in the gym, that kind of maybe have the anxiety about going in there the first time, and show them how to work out, how to use the machines, how to do specific exercises to achieve your goals. So it's going to be a really good event that we're going to bring samples from Max Fit. They're going to let people get a free gym pass, so you can go down there for free. Just get into the gym and see how you feel in there, and learn how to work out.
We got so many people down at 360 where we work out that shop at Jason's place. Matter of fact, we see this beautiful picture up on the TV screen there, shaking, mixing that protein shake up every morning. It's pretty cool. We got the legend in, Jeremy Prison. Jeremy, tell me what church you're at and what service times are and everything.
Good morning, Coach. Good to be with you again. And at First United Methodist Church of Panama City, there just before you cross the bridge over the bayou heading toward the Millville area, 4 city blocks. A lot of our folks know it for our community life center that hosts a lot of recreational events. But we have worship 8:15, 9:30, 10:45 every Sunday. So come join us. We'd love to have you.
And it looks like everything's built back. Everything looks good since Michael.
Yeah. And, our neighbors across the street there are still just now, getting the framework for their sanctuary back. I mean, it's just, you see how we're very fortunate to be back in 2.5 years from the damage there. But
it's amazing.
some are still still trying to get things back in order.
I pray we don't have to deal with that for a long, long time. Our college picks this past week, Jason, as a matter of fact, you knocked out of the ballpark. You were 10 or 12, and you took Clemson, and I took FSU. I was 9 or 12. Jeremy, I thought you were 10, but I look at this. You were 9 or 12. Yeah. You lost Louisville, Florida, and Clemson. Mm-hmm. You were like, I think we had the exact same picks. So anyway, congratulations, another win for you. And you two, I think, are on the top. If you look at it, she's going to add everything up at the end of the regular season, see who won. In high school football, it really wasn't fair. Tommy Sandemet won. He had 80% of the picks right, but we know he missed quite a bit.
Right.
But he's an insider too.
Yeah, he is an insider.
Well, he picks week 1 when it's Sisters of Mercy versus FSU.
Hey, Tommy's highly intelligent, man. He knows what
getting the throws of the conference season. I got to go hunting.
Right. I'll be back next open week.
Right.
But so I would say the real winner was probably Jim Barrett. I think he was like 70.
He does the games too.
Yeah, he actually goes to most of the high school games. Right, he travels. He goes up to Knoxville, watch them play. I still have a hard time watching them. Jim was at Jim Barrett. Jim was at 76%, I think. So he did really well. No, I take that back. Jim was 80%. Tommy was 93.
Wow.
Tommy was 93%. Of course, we just Jim was 80. But Jason, let's look at you. You were 71. That's pitiful.
Yeah.
Pitiful. 71. I was only 72. Jeremy was 75. So he beat us.
3 out of 4 ain't bad.
Right. Yeah, boy. Anyway, let me ask you both you guys a question. All this talk about Lane Kiffin going to Florida, everybody's pumped up about it. Everybody thinks, Florida people thinks it's a done deal. It's going to happen. I don't know yet. Nobody knows except for him and the agent probably. But it's like this weekend. You've got all these, Jeremy, you know this. You see it when you go to games in Alabama. The recruits are there every weekend. All right. Tell me what he's telling the Ole Miss recruits that are coming in, because we all know what the word is out on the streets. Is he selling himself? Is he selling Ole Miss? He's selling both? How's he handling that? He's been offered an extension. It's sitting on his desk. He hadn't signed. Nebraska's head coach signed the extension when Penn State went after him. SMU's head coach signed the extension when there were words other schools looking at him. He hasn't signed it. What is he telling these recruits?
I think he's telling them, I am the Ole Miss head coach, and you'll have a great time if you come here.
Right.
And both of those things are independent statements.
I'm sure he's recruiting for Ole Miss because, if a coach leaves, the transfer window opens up, they can transfer at any time. So I'm sure he's selling himself, his staff. And I don't think there's much difference in facilities and everything between Ole Miss and Florida. I'm sure Florida has a little bit more money, but with NIL, these jobs aren't tiered up as they used to be. Like Florida and Ole Miss are as close as to jobs now with NIL and the support he gets, because it's all about NIL. I mean, recruiting doesn't really matter. Facilities don't really matter. And you've seen a shift because there was an arms race for a while to have the best facilities, best outdoor, indoor practice facilities. Now it's like, why are we going to spend $70 million on that? Well, we can buy players now. We can buy the best players money could buy. So I think we've seen a shift in how important some of these jobs and locations are because, look at Indiana. Indiana was one of the worst programs in college football history. And now they're a top 2 team. And he's got them rolling. He's got money people. People don't realize how many billionaires who came from Indiana. Mark Cuban's one that supports the program. So if you get a couple billionaires in your pocket like Miami, Oregon, obviously Ohio State, Alabama are those kind of blue bloods that have always had money. The jobs kind of have evened out there, and it's all about who's willing to spend the money on players.
We've got annual free agency in college football.
It's a mess.
It's a mess. Yeah. Did you see what I sent you earlier this week where, I forget to, we'll have to go back and find it, but basically how to fix it. One solution, have either for a player the option of NIL or the portal.
Right.
But not both. That if you take NIL, you've taken that dollar from that school.
You stay.
And you're there. or if you want the free agency because of playing time and potential future prospects, you can be in the portal.
I thought the House, decision actually made some sense. So when you do the revenue sharing, you had $20 million you spend on players. Now, NIL deals were put in front of a committee to see if they're actually truly for NIL. In other words, Arch Manning has a huge name. He could get sponsored by Nike. That's a legitimate NIL deal. You get a high school kid that's never played football, nobody knows his name, and you're giving them $1 million to promote a company that maybe doesn't even exist. That's not NIL. So to me, you can spend up to $20 million on your roster. NIL deals need to be separately approved by a certain committee, and if they're not approved for specifically NIL, then it goes against your $20 million cap. There's got to be a cap at some point, because if not, we're going to be looking at a 10-team season.
You're going to destroy the product.
Absolutely. It's already being destroyed.
I think it's there.
Yeah.
And can you believe it's so bad they're asking the government for help? That's how bad it is.
Something you don't want to coaches too. Please don't get the government involved. Please.
I think what they have to do, we talked about this before, and ask me this: why do they not want to do this now? I can see it though. You hire someone at the university. A professor is making X amount, and he's a heart specialist. You're going to be in medical school, and or a brain, whatever it is. Okay, engineering department head, whatever, and they're making X amount, and now they hire a football player that's 18 years old for $3 million a year. Is that what the holdback is for them hiring players? Once you hire them, they're under contract. They can't transfer. You sign them to a contract. I don't know, it'd be 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, whatever it is. And you pay them that amount of money over that period of time, and you have guidelines. If you don't do certain things, you can be fired. Not going to class, missing practice, not playing a bowl game.
Out the bowls, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so you can write it out, the contract, like benefits the university, benefits the game, the integrity of the game, or and they can't leave. You can't just go. It's like the NFL free agency. You can't leave. I don't know if all of them should be 3-year contracts, 2-year contracts. See, I don't mind them getting paid, but once you make a commitment, you should stay. You should honor your commitment and stay where you said you're going to go play. Now, if the coach leaves, that's totally different. Right. Open up a window, let them go. Coach is fired like they're doing now. Give them an opportunity to leave. And then maybe we wouldn't see so many firings. If think about it, Jerry,
possibly.
if we know we got great kids coming up in the program, he had a bad year, the boosters want him gone, let's hang on, let's don't waste that money, let's stay, because if we fire him, we're going to lose Lagway. Look what happened last year. They were worried about losing players last year, so they gave him an extra year. And I thought they'd be back. It really shocked me. I thought Florida, and they were close. They were really close. And maybe if he didn't get injured, the biggest disappointment to me with Florida is the quarterback position. But what's wrong with everything I said? What's stopping that from happening now? Because it makes too much sense to me.
My biggest problem with NIL is they were supposed to be, because the NCAA and all these teams were making so much money, we have to give a piece of it to the players. But that's not who's paying the players. It's us. It's the boosters. It's the fans.
But what I'm getting back, go back to what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What is wrong with hiring an employee? What is stopping that from happening?
Because then they have to pay them, and they're not the ones paying them right now. Right. I mean, they're kicking the can down the road to the fans, the boosters. They haven't their hands cleaned of these $20 million.
And your universities and your athletic departments are separate entities, and so you've
not always ones that agree,
and not always ones that's exactly right. Yeah.
Do you think it's going to happen? I do. I think down the road something's going to happen. They can't keep going like they're doing.
If not, they're going to lose every coach that's worth their, the Nick Sabans are gone, Urban Meyers are gone. This is starting.
Well, not only that, and
Sarkisian talking about going to NFL. I mean,
and notice you won't see any big stadium shots this time of year. Except at the big games. Right. But if you ever catch catch that overhead shot,
the top end of the stadiums,
sparse.
Look at Miami just last weekend.
It was pitiful.
It was absolutely pitiful. It was half full,
and they've only got 2 losses.
Yeah,
they're still in the thick of everything.
Could still make the playoffs. Could still win a national championship if they ever got back right, but it's one of those things that, there's only about 10, 15 schools that really have the money to compete on a yearly basis. And I think we're excluding more teams than bringing them in. I know Texas Techs and all these BYUs, it's a good story at this time of year, but they have zero legitimate chance of winning a national title, if we're being honest. Texas Tech in the future could, because they just got all the money in the world, but they're a couple years away from that. But some of these schools in the Big 12 and ACC have zero shot of winning a national championship.
Can you believe this? You got two of the biggest brands, the power, the two that have the power, the SEC and Big Ten. SEC commissioner wants six. I thought. Now I could be wrong about the 16, the number, but no automatic bids. Let's open it up. Might hit 5 or 6 in if it didn't have it the way they signed up this year. Big Ten wants automatic bids. They want to make sure they get 5 of their Big Ten teams in. They got to get together and decide. Look, we got to run this thing, because if not, we're going to have all these Cinderella teams in that I really don't want to watch. And when I get later in the day, I'll show you why the strength of schedules of some of these teams are in the top 12. It's just a joke. What would you like to see? I would like to see, let's just go to 16 teams and open it up. If we got 8 from the Big Ten and 8 from the SEC, so what?
I'm not quite there, it's because even the top 16. Look, Arizona State was robbed last year.
Oh yeah,
that was a quality ball team that won the Big 12. Should have, the nebulous targeting penalty. Come on, now I'm not getting into all that, but that was a legitimate team that could have won it all. And they went toe-to-toe with Texas and should have won the ball game. And then, what happens next week? So I can't quite go that route. The AQ from the Power 4 is a real question mark.
Right.
Memphis, South Florida, because how many of those teams play a Power 5 team, usually in a money game each year, and prevail?
Well, let me go back. Let me go up against what you said. If you're a champion of an ACC Big 12, would you not be ranked in the top 16?
Maybe not.
Well, if you're not, why should you be in there?
You probably shouldn't. To be honest, but the problem is all these schedules aren't created equal, and we have to give teams the ability.
And you guys forced us to go to one more conference game. I cannot believe we gave into that. We're going to have teams not getting the bowl game. Either you're going to get the playoffs, or you're not going to any bowl games in the SEC. And it's going to get the Big Ten. So, okay, we got to take a break. He's getting mad at me. Let's take this break. We get back. I hope we got Coach Wooden. High school football state playoffs start tonight.
Yep.
Mosley at Tommy Oliver. Get down, all you Dolphins. Get down to Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Have your meal there. Head out to the state. Heck, have you a pep rally down there. All you Mosley Dolphins, get down to Beef O'Brady's today. Get down there at 5:30, 6, whatever. And after you eat, go together to the game. Have a wonderful time. Watch Coach Whitten lead Mosley to another big win. Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven. Also, don't forget about that Cajun place. This weekend, it starts at about 10 o'clock, they open the doors. They got a brunch set up for you. Then at 11 o'clock, when the game kicks off, the special start in. $5 pitchers, 50-cent wings. You can't beat that anywhere. LSU fans, wear your colors. If you score a touchdown, you get a free Jell-O shot. But everybody that comes in that door, you got to have on your jersey. You got to get Oklahoma, Texas, and Michigan, Notre Dame, Michigan State. It doesn't matter where you're from, wear your colors down there. Wear them proudly. That Cajun place, and on Sundays, they got the North Shore Jazz Band playing from 10 to 12. They're outstanding. I know the guy, one of the main guys in that. He's great. And then the NFL package, 27-plus TVs. Wear your same shirt. They score a touchdown. Ask for your free Jell-O shot. That Cajun place on Thomas Drive, you'll be glad you went. The legendary J. Michael's restaurant, it was completely packed out yesterday. It was incredible. We had a great time. Saw Richard Sanders down there. He said, leave our Georgia Tech, leave Coach Key alone. He's not going anywhere. Love you, Richard. Great man. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Hope we get Coach Whitten. Be right back.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Rich Eisen Show.
I don't know who Zoo Kruger is.
I saw this today.
But this sums it up. If you weren't with the Jets during the rebuild, don't be with us during the rebuild. All of those assets who rebuilt the team into just having to rebuild again because we didn't have this right or that right. Now is when it turns.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 11 to 2. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Clear this afternoon and evening with a gentle breeze around 8 miles per hour coming out of the west-northwest and temps near 74. Tonight we will have clear skies and a wind speed of 6 miles per hour and be warm at 55. Sunny tomorrow and a high 74 with a light breeze. Sunshine Saturday with a temp of 73. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Your NFL and college football headquarters is Dak Cajun Place. With 27 TVs, you won't miss a play or a game. Score 50-cent wings during live games every Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. 50-cent wings and $5 pitchers during live games only at Dak Cajun Place. LSU and Saints fans, wear your team colors and get free Jell-O shots when LSU or the Saints score. Plus brunch on Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 2 with $3 mimosas. Game like a local at Dak Cajun Place.
CBC Construction is looking for a few good men. At CBC Construction, our greatest strength lies within our talented team. Join us and be a part of a dynamic company that values its people. We offer a tremendous opportunity to create a future for your family and the Florida Panhandle. CBC Construction is now hiring. Call us at 850-740-3815 or visit cbcconstruction.com to learn more. CBC Construction. Be part of a winning team.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
I'm not prepared. I really am not prepared at all. I hope you won't judge me on one email I sent 10 years ago.
My apartment smells of rich mahogany.
Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. It has happened. I can't believe it's over, and now the big boys are only left. Only the strong survive, and it is happening tonight at Tommy Olive. We're asking all Mosley Dolphin fans, get down to Beef Braised Lynn Haven, have yourself a pregame meal. Again, head out to the stadium. Heck, you can have a pep rally down there. Head out to the stadium, pack out that stadium, and watch Mosley do their thing.
Beautiful.
We got to congratulate Coach Whitten. Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful night. Coach Whitten has done an unbelievable job since he's been hired there. I think every year he's been there, they've been either won the championship, been fighting for it. This is a huge football game tonight. They're, I believe, 9-1. Let's bring him on now. He gives us a scout report, everything that's going on. Coach, congratulations on a wonderful year, another great year for you, and we appreciate you coming on this morning. How you doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Give us a little rundown on the competition. What are the keys to the game? What are the matchups we need to be watching tonight?
Yeah, I think with Lincoln, it starts with them on the offensive side of the ball. They got a Division I quarterback committed to South Alabama, athletic kid, left-handed kid. Now, we've played him before. 2 years ago when he was at Childs, he transferred to Lincoln this year for his senior year. So we're definitely familiar with him in his game and his style of play. He's a good player, can make plays with his legs, and really likes to throw the ball down the field. And they got two Division I wide receivers. They got one kid that's committed to Southern Miss. They got another one that's committed to App State. So, you know, they got some weapons on the outside. You're going to try to get the ball up to their hands on the screen game, and then they'll lull you to sleep and try to throw the ball vertically down the field. And then on the defensive side of the ball, man, they give you a lot of different fronts. You know, they're going to try to give you a different look almost every single snap. They're going to give you some unconventional looks that you really don't see in high school football. They'll give you some overload four-man sides to, you know, and they'll bring some simulated pressures and, you know, things that you typically don't see in high school football, just trying to confuse the quarterback and try to create lost yardage plays. So the offensive line's got to do a great job of keeping their eyes up and do a great job of communicating. So definitely a good football team, and like I said, it's going to be an exciting challenge tonight.
Your offensive line, or let me go back. Let's go to their offensive line. Do you feel like your front, and you watch the films, can you put pressure on the quarterback without having to blitz?
You know, I think so. I think we definitely have the ability. I think those guys have really gotten better as the season's gone along, and we're definitely drawing a lot of confidence for our last game versus Florida High. Florida High had a really big offensive line. They're really well coached. You know, we had 4 or 5 sacks in that ball game, and we're really able to put pressure on the quarterback versus Florida High. And so hopefully we can transition that into this game versus Lincoln, because not only is it going to be important to put pressure on the quarterback, but we got to do a great job of keeping him in the pocket, keeping him corralled, not letting him get outside and run around with his legs. So defensive line's definitely going to have their fingerprints all over this game plan for us.
Now, I don't think I've ever seen this before, and you tell me if I'm wrong. I don't remember ever having an open week after the regular season. Usually you go right into the playoffs. So this is kind of different, and I think the teams that handle that well will perform well tonight and tomorrow night. How do you feel about it, the way you guys have run practice? Has it worked out pretty good? Do you feel like you guys are healthy, your feet are under you, and you think they're going to play well tonight? Are they focused in?
I feel like we've had a really good week of practice, our past 2 weeks of practice, and, like it or not, this is going to be the new norm of Florida high school football. They added this last year and kind of built in for hurricanes. Obviously, we didn't have any hurricanes this year that affected the schedule, so it's just a built-in bye week. And, I think, like I said, I think for all the teams across the state, I think that first half of this first ball game is really important, starting fast. Taking control of the football game and, really trying to get the momentum early. And so, because again, whenever you can get that momentum early off a week off, it definitely can create some anxiety and put some pressure on the other team. And, we definitely always want to try to trade the other team, have to execute under pressure, make things a little bit more difficult for us. Our health is what it is. We've definitely, we lost 5 or 6 guys, to major injuries over the course of the season. And, we're still able to go 9-1, and just a testament to our program, the next man up mentality, and guys have gotten opportunities and performed well in those opportunities. So again, we just, not going to make excuses about the injuries, and expect to show up and play well tonight.
Coach Jeremy, good morning. Congratulations on a great regular season, and now we do get into the second season. Just looking at Lincoln, common opponents and game scores and such, they do give up a lot of points. Is this a team that tries to play tempo and move fast, or are there really some scoring opportunities on the offensive side of the ball for you guys, given how many points they've given up through the season?
Yeah, no, they've, they haven't shown to play with a whole lot of tempo. They're definitely offensively, they're going to be multiple. They're going to try to keep a tight end in the game at all times, and I think they're definitely try to play through their screen game with their wide receivers. Don't get me wrong, they're going to definitely try to run it, but I think their playmaking ability is truly through the two wideouts in the quarterback, and then defensively. They've started. They're a little bit young, a little bit smaller than usual on the defense side of the ball. There's been games where they've given up some points, and obviously with us and our offense, it's important for us to start fast and put pressure on their defense. And obviously anytime we can keep our defense on the sideline, that's great for us.
And just kind of a follow up, get to play at home. Kind of what does that mean for you, your guys, your program? Just first round home playoff game in front of the friendly folks here in Bay County.
Oh no, we're definitely excited about that. I'd like to think home playoff games matter. Big crowd, good atmosphere. Exciting. These kids have worked really hard. All season. They've definitely earned this moment, and hopefully the people of Bay County recognize that and want to come out and watch 2 good football teams play. And just excited about that, to get another home playoff game for our program, another district championship. Again, just speaks a lot to the direction of our program, how hard our kids work, not only in the season but during the off season as well. And just excited and ready for tonight to get here.
One last one for you. Where's the crew coming from tonight to work the game?
from Tallahassee. So
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
So when I heard we're getting a Tallahassee crew tonight, I said, well, Lincoln's from Tallahassee. Well, Lincoln actually uses Quincy officials, so while they are coming from Tallahassee, they're technically not
their crew.
They're technically not their crew, so
I don't like that a bit.
Even though Lincoln's coming to town, we got the Tallahassee boys coming with them.
They all get to watch the bus.
They all live in that community. I don't like that. Let me ask you this: Do you feel, looking at the films and stuff, do you feel like you need to play takeaway, eat the clock up, keep their offense on the sidelines, or let's just go play ball?
I think we just need to go play ball. I think like anytime you play a scrambling quarterback, it's imperative that when you get in third down that you get off the field, because that guy definitely has the ability to keep plays alive with his legs. And it's important that we're going to have to keep rush lanes and, like I said, keep him in the pocket. And then he's got a really live arm and can throw it a long ways. And it's important those guys on the back end, stay deep as the deepest and not let the ball get behind us.
Yeah.
Anybody that's kept up with us this year has known that's some things that we've definitely struggled with, at the beginning of the season. I felt like we definitely got better as the year went along. And so here's an opportunity not only to prove to us, but prove to everybody that we fixed those mistakes from earlier in the season. And, I think anytime you go to a playoff game, it's important just to be who you are. Whenever you try to change what you've been all year, the kids can definitely see that and, can create some definitely uncertainty and like, why are we not doing what we've done all year? And we're definitely going to be doing what we've done all year. That's got us to 9-1 and a really great year. And we have confidence in our players and our ability and our scheme. So, it's just time to go out and execute and take care of the football and take the ball away from them take the ball away from their offense.
All right, a close football game. It could any game come down to the kicking game. Have you watched the tapes? Who's got the advantage in the kicking game? You feel like it's you guys, or is it pretty even? Talk about that.
I think I'd say it's pretty. I think it's pretty even right there. Now they do have a kicker that's got a strong leg. He has the ability to put kickoffs in the end zone pretty regularly, which is a big deal. But they haven't shown to kick a lot of field goals. Over the course of the season, they don't have a true punter. They just got an athlete back there. They just kind of kicks it. So I think our punter Talon's done a great job. He's averaging close to 40 yards a punt. He's done a good job for us this year. So I think that the kicking game is going to be pretty balanced.
All right, let me ask you real quick. Are y'all got a pep rally scheduled for today?
No pep rally scheduled today. Just we're locked in, focused, and ready for tonight.
All right, man. Good luck to you. We'll talk to you next Thursday. Go get a win. We'll be talking about this game all day and all afternoon. We got to pack out Tommy Oliver night. This is a huge game. We don't get these many opportunities. We got to do it tonight. Thank you so much, Coach. We'll talk to you Thursday. Thank you, sir.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
Good luck, Coach.
Mosley High School state playoff game tonight, and I think they got the time changed to 7. I'm pretty sure about that. It doesn't matter. Get there early. Get out there. I don't care if you're from Arnold, Rutherford Bay, Bozeman, whatever. We need to pack this out. It's the cheapest date you can take. It's a lot cheaper going to a high school football game than going to a movie.
And if you've never been, it's exciting.
The stadium's beautiful.
And nowadays, it's not like the 80s or 70s. These teams line up, they throw the ball, they're really good skill players. It's an exciting event if you've never been out to a game. So go check it out. Mosley's a great team. I think if they lean on that run game, I think they're physical. They're one of the more physical teams in the Panhandle. I think they can control this game and get a big win tonight.
Yeah, please go to the game tonight.
And Wyatt Fleming, don't forget that name right there. That's the defensive heart.
Fleming, he's just like his mother. She was an unbelievable athlete. She's highly intelligent, good looking. Thank goodness he takes after his mama. Just kidding, Robert.
Right.
Anyway, get out there and support the Mosley Dolphins. Everybody go watch this football game tonight. And we need your help also. Arnold's going to go on the road. Arnold's leaving today, so if you can take money by the high school, especially people on Panama City Beach, it doesn't matter what the amount is, any kind of amount, $20, $5, $100, whatever you can do. And some of you out there can give a lot of money. Go by there, go to the office and say, here, give us the athletic director. I would give checks. I would never give cash. Unless you give it to me. And help Arnold High School out. They've had a rough situation. They made the playoffs. Let's go support them financially. They got a tough road game, and it's going to cost a fortune to go over there and do that. I still don't like the way this state's sending people that far week 1. That's crazy in my opinion. But let's make sure we support Arnold, and let's make sure we definitely get out to Tommy Oliver tonight. Huge football game. Tomorrow night, you got Bay High School.
Bay High School.
We got some great, and Bozeman. It's crazy.
It's a big game.
All right, let's talk about some of our great people. I tell you, I love our sponsors. We're talking about Lynn Haven. We want everybody from Mosley High School, parents, boosters, community members, get out to Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Have your Mosley Dolphins shirt on. Have yourself a little pep rally down there. Get you some great food. Talk about the game. Get pumped up. And after you leave Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven, head out to Tommy Oliver and watch that football game. Now, you're in Lynn Haven. Christmas. How many more days of Christmas?
42 days until Christmas.
Let's go see Patrick, Russ, and Amber. Let's go get some jewelry.
Go get a free jewelry inspection, free jewelry cleaning. Check out all of the new merchandise they have there. David Adamson himself has hand-selected some fine pieces of jewelry down there. They've got great prices. And they also buy your old gold and silver. So if you need a little cash for Christmas, it's a good idea. They give you the best prices anyway. We're talking about David Adamson Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77, Lynn Haven.
Skin cancer can be deadly. I told you the other day we lost a great coach, a weightlifting coach, strength coach, Houston, and they did a story on him. I think it was on ESPN Game Day, and he caught it too late. All it takes is 5 minutes. Don't get yourself in a situation like that. If it doesn't look right, feel right. Just get it at least checked once a year regardless. If you're listening right now in the Panhandle, Florida, there's an office near you. The name is Dr. Ward. Go see Dr. Ward. He's incredible. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back.
Northwest Florida. Here's what's happening.
Here we go. The Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson will be awarding the Sports Blitz High School Player of the Week. This will go to the outstanding high school football player for each week. The player will receive a gift card from a local restaurant and an ESPN Northwest Florida t-shirt. Coaches, students, parents, and fans, comment on our Facebook page or call in at 850-215-6290 to nominate.
For exciting college football, the best boiled seafood, and the most game day fun, it's Lone Star Boil House. Watch the games on their huge Jumbotron. Challenge your friends to beer pong, cornhole, and oversized Connect 4 in their new adult lounge. Lone Star Boil House is where the locals go for incredible wings, the best boiled seafood, and a new breakfast menu. Saturday and Sunday starting at 9. Crush the follow on Facebook to catch huge game day specials. Lone Star Boil House, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
Now is a great time for a new Toyota, where you can get 1.99% APR on a new Camry and get $500 in holiday cash. Get 3.49% APR on a new Corolla and get $500 in holiday cash. Get 1.99% on a new Tacoma, plus $1,000 in holiday cash. And 1.99% on a new Tundra, plus you'll get $1,000 in holiday cash. Visit our lot or browse online at Panama City Toyota.
Offers expire December 1st. Visit PanamaCityToyota.com for details.
Hewitt Tire and Auto has been in business in Panama City forever. Locals taking care of locals. From the smallest to the largest vehicles, they do it all. But don't take my word for it. Listen to the experts.
Hewitt Tire and Auto, your certified AAA service center and hometown towing. Visit them online at HewittTire.com on Airport Road in Panama City. 850-769-7323. Hewitt Tire and Auto Center and hometown towing.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michaels studio.
Boss, I got good news and bad news. What's the bad news? Your hat's on fire.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! FSU updates brought to you by Newbies. We got 4 wonderful locations. Newbie 2 on the curve. That's where you want to go watch college and NFL ball games, any kind of sporting event, matter of fact. And you're all going to head down to the mothership sometime on a Friday or Saturday night. And Charlotte's going to have the best entertainment money can buy. They'll have the best bands in the Southeast for your pleasure, for your entertainment. Now, if you're over in town, you don't want to come to the beach, I understand that. Go to Newbies over there, the beautiful blue facility in St. Andrews. Have a great time. And when it's cold, You can sit out there and look at the water, look at the moon. It's beautiful. Fire pits. Great place, great people. 4 wonderful locations. And John and Charlotte always give back to the community. Let's make sure we're supporting them big time. All right, Jeremy.
Saturday night, Doak Campbell Stadium.
A must win, okay? A must win. We talk about Lane Kiffin, what he's telling recruits. Coach Mike Norvell, when a recruit comes in, they get the recruit to come on campus. Now, some of the recruits you're having to pay to come on campus, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, just to get them to show up. Which I'd say, you know what? If you're not interested, don't come. That's just me. But the times have changed. But what's his sell? What is he saying when you got a cloud over the program? They're under 500. Last year, they were 2-10. They're in ACC play. FSU's 2-12 the last 2 years. His buyout is $58.4 million. FSU's 4-5, 9 consecutive losses away from home. 6 and 15 of the last 2 years. 2-12 ACC. His overall record at FSU's 37-32. What are you telling the recruits? Believe in me, I'm going to be here. We're going to get this thing turned around.
We got a starting spot for you right now.
Come here, we'll pay you. You'll play. See, I know really. I'm just started thinking about that. Because you know how ugly and how dirty recruiting is. What can Florida say? They don't even know who their coach is right now, so they can't really. You know what I'm saying? They can't really go after them like they normally would. I'm sure Miami is. I know that Auburn, Alabama, Georgia, anybody else is going against those same players, and they're considering Florida State. I know they're preaching what I just said. Why would you even consider going there? He's not going to be your coach.
Ohio State flipped their number 1 recruit in the entire class.
That's what I'm talking.
A legacy kid, Timmons. His dad played at Florida State. I mean, they flipped him last week. Yeah. I mean, unless you got a lot of NIL money, it's going to be hard to keep these classes together. And I think this has sped up the coaching searches because they want to get there before that portal opens up on January 2nd, I believe, or is it December? I can't remember what it is. It's in the middle of the playoffs, which is absolutely ridiculous.
It's stupid.
But if you don't have a coach in place, your team's going to get rated, and you're not going to be able to fill those slots, and you're going to be 2 years behind. So there might be teams hiring coaches that may not be their first choice just because they're available to come in and be able to start recruiting before the end of the portal cycle. So the way they have this set up is a total mess. I mean, there's no guardrails, there's no structure in college football right now. It's just a wild, wild west. We thought this was going to start to progress to seeing some rules, seeing some changes, but we just haven't seen it. It seems like every time the NCAA makes a decision, they get sued, they lose in court, and then we're back to where we started. So
exactly.
I don't know what the answer is.
Jeremy?
It's like the same song, about the 8th, 10th verse.
Right. If you're him, what are you telling these players? I mean, does he know he's going to be back? How can you say he's going to be here what is the latest word on him being the coach at FSU next? Do you think he will be the coach at FSU next year?
Well, you got a money issue that could come into play. I mean, because not only
58.4 is a lot of money.
Well, that's the front side. Then you got the backside of the hire of the next person to come in.
And new staff.
And then NIL. I mean, you have to bring players.
Yeah, so that's a huge drag.
You're talking about $100 million if you fire him now to hire new staff, bring in new players. I mean, that's not a drop in the bucket for anybody, any school. I mean,
any school.
Yeah. So we put the sport in a precarious situation where if you don't have billionaire boosters, you're going to fall behind. And Florida State just doesn't have that right now.
And never mind the whole conference conversation where if you wanted to break with the ACC in some capacity, you got to pay up there.
And do you remember, and a lot of these coaches, the other schools, all these fans and boosters, administrators are really happy right now because it was FSU and Clemson, a little bit of North Carolina, but mainly FSU and Clemson, wanting to get out, complaining they should be making more money. When they played each other, they were on the public TV network. They were both, that was a joke.
Right.
They were terrible this year, and that was in the past had been the game, and it wasn't. And they were the ones raising Cain about everything. So they made a lot of people happy by having the kind of year they're both having right now. I mean, just seriously, your gut feeling. Because didn't Tommy tell us that he said he had heard they've got the money to get rid of him if they wanted to?
Yeah, I think he probably comes back.
I'm leaning towards that. I think they gave him a vote of confidence last week. That doesn't mean for next year, but for at least the rest of this year. I think if they win out, he's back. I think if they drop 2 and look bad against Florida, because Florida just checked out against Kentucky. I mean, they look like a team that just doesn't care. So I think if they lose 2 of the last 3, then they probably are going to be forced to make them. If you can't go another year where you go 4 and 6, 5 and 7, whatever it is.
They're 4 and 5, right?
Because you're going to bury that program. And how attractive are they going to be after the last 3 years to a Big Ten or SEC to bring them in that conference?
What's the rest of their schedule? I think it's NC State, right?
Yeah, it's not a easy.
And Florida at the end of the year, obviously.
So they've got to win this one. They have got to win this ball game, Virginia. Now, if they lose this one and lose the next 2, I don't see how they can.
Virginia Tech, NC State, Florida. Yeah,
and NC State just beat Georgia Tech was it?
Yeah.
So
and the last 2 are on the road.
Yeah, NC State at NC State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those aren't.
If they beat Virginia Tech. They've got to beat Virginia Tech. There's no way they'll lose that ball game. I don't think. They win that one, and if they split the next 2, you're all thinking he's probably back. He's got to win 2 out of the next 3 to keep his job. Is that what you're kind of saying?
I think so, at least.
I think he's got to win 1.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So then he would be 5.
As long as he wins the one in Gainesville.
Yeah.
That would be different.
Yeah.
Because that's a rival.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think whoever decides to keep on playing, you got Florida receivers. I'm red and shirt myself. Can you imagine that? The players telling the coach what they're going to do. That's so weird for me. In the old days, they told you we're going to redshirt, and that was it. We got a situation with Auburn with a quarterback. We'll talk about that a little bit later about this redshirt stuff. But Florida, with the players that stay and play, that's going to be they're going to play for that game. I just could not believe Florida Gator players that continue to practice, continue to stay out there, won't play their best against FSU. And I say the same thing for FSU. Whoever's left there will show up and play in that ball. You would think if not, then we've lost it.
That's why you throw records out in a rivalry game. I mean, because those kids have played against each other in high school, even Pee-wee football. They know each other because they go to the same camps. When you're at a Florida State game, that's a different level. It's like the Ohio State-Michigan game. It's like Alabama-Auburn. There's more about pride and bragging rights than it is about, are we going to make the playoffs? Those games are always highly contested. So I expect both teams to put their best effort in.
Jeremy said something. The 2 toughest games left are away.
Yeah.
9 consecutive losses away from home. Mm-hmm. It could go to 11. I personally think if he loses the last 2 games, I think he's going to be gone.
I think so. I don't think you have a choice. Like I said, you can't go another year where you are, winning 4 games. I mean, at Florida State, that's, Bobby Bowden's rolling over in his grave right now. This is the standard. I mean, I understand giving him a year if he goes, to a bowl game. He's winning. You see progression, but I've seen regression from the Alabama game, and I'm not sure how you fix that because they've given him every opportunity. And the high school recruiting hasn't gotten better. That's, to me, the red flag. I mean, they've always, had guys through the portal, but you have to start stacking these high school kids. That's what creates your culture. That's what creates your core that you can develop. And they just don't have that.
It was funny. Everybody's talking about it's not fair. And he's like, he thinks like I do, but he's just pointing out different viewpoints. It's not fair. You got to let these Cinderella teams have a shot to play. Why not? Wait a minute. If you don't have money, is it fair?
Right.
The teams that have money are going to win. The teams don't. They don't have money. What, are you going to take the money away from the teams that have it and give it to other schools? Why can it be fair?
Probably.
In this country,
revenue sharing.
Democrats, right. Socialists. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Let's talk about some of our great people, and then we'll come back and talk about something. When we get back, let's look at the 12 best teams. Let's see what's fair and what's not fair. But right now, let's talk about our wonderful people. And Dr. Chad Mitchell, 26 years on Bay County sidelines. Listen to Chad every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. One of the first doctors trained in robotic surgery. Now, when they do that, there's less mistakes being made. Their recovery time's quicker. They're back on the field quicker. Now, you don't have to be a great athlete to go see about Chad Mitchell. If you hurt your hip, shoulders, back, arm, anything, call, make an appointment. Listen to Chad. I tell you, he's incredible. The legendary Chad Mitchell. Also, Stevenson Air Conditioning. I can't believe I haven't bragged on Stevenson Air Conditioning yet. They are the best at what they do. Jason graduated from Mosey High School. He started this company. He knocked a home run. They take a lot of pride in it. It's family owned. They love what they do. I saw I saw 3 trucks right over here in this little complex where we're at and our studio's at. Different buildings.
I warned you, didn't I warn you that when the temperatures start going from you using your air conditioner to your heater, you people with certain types of units, I won't trash any of them.
Yes.
But you need to put Stevenson air conditioning on speed dial.
Yes. People are doing that. They're listening. I see it in Bay Point all the time. It's Stevenson Air Conditioning. Don't go national, go local. And nobody's more local than Stevenson Air Conditioning. They are the best, most honest, hardworking people out there. I don't care if you own a church. It's Stevenson Air Conditioning. We'll be right back. 104.3. Wait a minute, can I say one more? No, we'll be right back.
Are you sick of the old sports talk? The vanilla opinions? The polite debates? The hosts who are afraid to say what they really think? So are we. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is bringing the house. It's the new Sports Blitz.
Weekdays, 4 to 6.
We're starting arguments, not conversations. The Sports Blitz.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Clear this afternoon and evening with a gentle breeze around 8 miles per hour coming out of the west-northwest and temps near 74. Tonight we will have clear skies and a wind speed of 6 miles per hour and be warm at 55. Sunny tomorrow and a high 74 with a light breeze. Sunshine Saturday with a temp of 73. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
When it comes to building smart and roofing right, TK Vandy's is the name you can trust. They're your go-to for general contracting, design, build solutions, and top quality roofing. From concept to completion, they deliver excellence on time and on budget. Whether it's a custom build or a complex renovation, they've got you covered. Literally. Call TK Vandy today and build something better together. TK Vandy, built with purpose, roofed with pride.
Reach out and call and just say hi.
Give them a call. Phone lines are open. 850-215-6290. The Coach James Hale Show is taking your calls live and local. From the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Jeremy Pridgeon with us this morning. Jason Kovalevsky. Tommy is out killing something somewhere. He's happy. And Wildcat. Wildcat, how you doing back there?
I'm doing good, doing good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Glad to be alive. Thank you, Jesus, for keeping me healthy.
You look good, man. You're looking really good. All right, I want to get into this. Let's look at the strength of schedule for these playoff teams. Let's start at number 12, South Florida. What's fair and what's not fair? South Florida will probably get in as a Cinderella team if they win out. Great coach, does a wonderful job. Good program, no doubt. I've seen them play. You saw them in person down there in Tampa where they probably should have beaten Alabama. Their strength of schedule is 54th in the country. You got teams like Tennessee, USC, Michigan, strength of schedules, not even close to what the weakness of this one is. And they have some of those teams have 2 losses. And you have Tennessee with 3, yet they're way back in the polls compared to South Florida. Mm-hmm. Is that fair?
I can go with it. Yeah.
I think South Florida's playing as good as anybody as far as, the group of 5 teams or whatever that win this last week was pretty good. But let's be honest.
Now, let me correct myself.
Was Florida.
They would be 12th if they stop now as the 12th team getting in play. That's what I meant. They're not ranked 12th right now. Actually, they're ranked
24th, I believe.
But the way they get bumped into that 12th spot.
Yeah. I don't like this. I don't think we should have it. I'm just being fair. I'm just giving an opinion. I mean, I'm not saying I'm right. I think they have to be ranked where they rank getting playoffs.
I will say this, and I agree. I mean, and I talked to an NCAA official. I won't mention what conference that worked one of the games, and said, what we're looking at trying to sort of make apples and apples with what you get with the NCAA basketball tournament is just not really able to be replicated in football because the games are so different.
Yeah,
you can get 5 guys from Robert Morris, and we didn't even know who he was, but they just about beat Alabama in round 1.
Right.
And we love that. And I think there's something about that they're trying to bring to bear. Here's the other piece, though. If you're going to have all of these programs at the Division I level, if you don't have that team in there, you've got basically 40 to 50-something teams competing for one spot, one chance. So you may not get to play at the Alabama. But if you go to the Southern Miss or you go to the South Florida, you go to the Memphis, there's still the opportunity to say you had the shot. You're not going to win the national championship. Running the gauntlet of that is impossible. But if you're down there in Tampa, Florida, in 90-degree heat, and hey, guys, if we can be the best of our group, we at least get the shot at the big boys. There's some motivation.
If you take that away, you just destroyed the group of 5.
You just destroyed it.
There's no reason to even
I've always said
involve them in college football anymore.
Why don't we have different divisions like we do in high school athletics? They could still play for their national championship.
We kind of do.
Well, we do. D2, D3.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. What's it called? Power 4?
You got the Power 4, and then you got the non-Power 4.
Well, I think we have the non-Power 4 national champ. Have their own little thing. I don't know. I'm just, maybe I'm too.
I think if you go to 16, and I've heard that from every single, broadcasting, Fox, NBC, ABC, ESPN, they all talk about 16, Urban, Saban, they all talk about 16 teams. I don't mind giving a slot to the group.
So where you have 15, the best teams getting in one center.
Yeah, if you're not top 15, you're probably not going to win a national title anyway. Why not throw a bone to these guys?
I used to not care about the 12. I was okay with this until we're going to have the SEC beating each other up and the Big Ten beating each other up. And really, you don't have the best teams playing for it.
But I think they've done a good job ranking the SEC this year. I mean, you got 6, 7 teams that are vying for.
But we're not going to get that many in.
You're going to get 5.
I think 4.
I think 5. I don't know. Because I don't see a 4th team from the Big Ten that's really viable. Because if you look at USC, who I think could be the 4th team, they play Iowa and Oregon, and that could knock one of them out if they get in. Michigan would be the one team I would say if they beat Ohio State at the end of the year, they could get in and be that 4th team. But to me, I think Big Ten gets 3. SEC probably going to get 5. I don't really care about the Big 12. Outside of Texas Tech, there's no team. I mean, when you get beat down by 30 points like BYU did, and they really didn't execute in the red zone very well, Texas Tech, then that could have been a way worse beatdown. I'm not sure why they're even ranking BYU that high.
And I remember where TCU's this team, this program.
Go look at their strength of schedule. It's higher than Ole Miss. It's higher than Ohio State.
Which team?
By BYU. And they haven't played a top 25 team other than Texas Tech. And I don't understand who's doing the strength of schedule because they don't make any sense.
They say it counts, but it doesn't. It's wins and losses the only thing they look at, in my opinion. You got Miami has the 39th strength of schedule. Now, it's going to change the next 3 weeks. Texas had the 13th strength of schedule. Notre Dame's the 30th strength of schedule. Oregon 24, Ole Miss 32, Texas Tech 48, Georgia 11th, Alabama 6, Texas A&M 15th.
But how are they 15th? They have one ranked win.
Who?
Texas A&M. Against Notre Dame on the road. They should have lost the game because of that blatant holding.
You got some water we can throw on.
I'm just saying. Who's doing strength of schedule when you have one ranked win?
Indiana 33.
But we're not going to talk about that.
And Ohio State 41.
And they played 3 ranked
41?
They played 3 ranked
What is going on in this world?
So do you think Missouri is better than Illinois with their third-string quarterback?
No, I don't think Missouri right now, their third-string quarterback is very.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Do you think Washington's worse than Missouri with their third-string quarterback?
No.
These teams are so minusculely different as far as talent and who could win on any given Saturday.
Let me pull up that schedule.
That's why I don't really believe in this strength of schedule, because these preseason rankings are usually off, and it's a lot of tug and pull to be able to re-rank teams once you have them set in that first ranking.
That's why I'm opposed to the preseason rankings.
Yeah.
That's why I'm opposed to the playoff rankings coming out. We should hear from the playoff rankings when all the body work's done and they announce.
What's wrong with you guys? Listen to Texas A&M's schedule. This is probably the toughest in the country. They opened up with, I don't know who this is, UTSA.
Yeah.
Who was that?
UT
Texas.
San Antonio.
Okay, they're a powerhouse. We all know that.
Yeah, power.
They play Utah State.
Yeah.
Okay, they're ranked.
Rent to win.
They played at Notre Dame and beat them. They played Auburn. They beat Auburn. They beat Mississippi State. They beat Florida. They beat Arkansas. They beat, honestly though, LSU's not LSU. Arkansas is not very good. Florida's having a terrible year. Mississippi State is doing better than we thought.
They got the 15th ranked schedule.
Auburn has a losing season.
Missouri just lost their fourth game.
It looks a little suspect.
That does look kind of interesting.
I mean,
it's really weird that the SEC network decides strength of schedule and then tells us.
All right, we got to take a break.
Okay.
The monster. Don't listen to Jason, even though it does make sense what he's saying. let's stay with the SEC is the most powerful thing on the planet.
They are, but
and it doesn't make much noise. But without that, we wouldn't have light.
Right.
It's kind of like the sun. Let's talk about some of our great people, like Steve's Bike Shop. I love Steve. You talking about local? He's the swim coach at Mosley. Steve's Bike Shop. They've been open since 1979. Christmas is coming up. They got electrical bikes, new and used. They got their old standard bikes. They got it all. Steve's Bike Shop. They're right across the street from Sam's. Go check it out. You're glad you did. Kyle Vandergrift, you know the Vandergrift family very well. They go to your church. They're incredible. TK Vandy in general contracting. They design, build commercial, residential. But if you're looking for a roof, go Vandy. Also, Turpro Pest Control. Patrick, listen to him every Monday right here on ESPN. That yard will look like a golf course. All you got to do is call Turpro Pest Control. They come out, they look at it, they come up with a game plan, they execute it to perfection and touchdown. It's going to look
thank
beautiful.
Thank you very much, Patrick, for the stuff you gave me to solve my little problem. I want to show you what fire ants did to my body.
Yeah, he's really good at what he does.
He got me revenge.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is your home for the NFL.
Touchdown, Denver!
We bring you the biggest games every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night.
Oh, he's got the first down!
Plus, we'll broadcast more college football games than ever before.
He did what?
Live NFL and college football play here.
Unbelievable!
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Clear this afternoon and evening with a gentle breeze around 8 miles per hour coming out of the west-northwest and temps near 74. Tonight we will have clear skies and a wind speed of 6 miles per hour and be warm at 55. Sunny tomorrow and a high 74 with a light breeze. Sunshine Saturday with a temp of 73. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
At Brock Lawn and Pest Control, we're proud to be awarded the distinction of being Quality Pro certified.
Our technicians have passed rigorous training in eco-friendly application and prevention of pest treatments.
Part of the program is the practice of integrated pest management.
IPM's goal is to prevent pests from ever entering your home. It includes inspection, prevention, education, and, when necessary, application.
We're proud to be Quality Pro certified.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, the standard and level of trust.
GSX Lynn Haven, W Field, Q Port St. John. Powered by Panama City Toyota, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Strap in, Duval. The Jaguars are gearing up to face the Los Angeles Chargers Sunday, November 16th for our annual Salute to Service game. Join us as we honor and celebrate the brave men and women of our military all game long. Secure your seats now and be a part of the action by visiting jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. Let's stand together, Duval.
When he played football, helmets had not been invented yet. Players played both sides, and quarterbacks weren't afraid of needles. It's the Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Roll Tide, roll. Alabama updates brought to you by Steverson Air Conditioning, the most local, the best at what they do. Your power bill's going through the roof. The house won't get warm. You're freezing. Call Steverson Air Conditioning. You'll be glad you did. They'll service it. It'll last longer. Your power bill goes down. If you got an old one, get rid of it. It's one of the few things you can purchase will actually pay for itself. That is Steverson Air Conditioning. Let's bring on Cincinnati Chris. He'll set you guys straight. He thinks like I do. Come on, Chris. I got two guys beating me up today. Help me out.
No. Coach, I heard the Texas A&M AD said he does not want any spots at all on the playoffs, automatic bids. If you go down that road, Coach Hale, you're going to force relegation or some form of that on the smaller teams. They're going to disband against y'all. They can team up against the Big Ten and the SEC and form something. And it's not about your biggest teams. It's about the lowest teams. If the lowest teams keep getting the money and go and not performing well in football, and that's the big question. Is that going to be fair? Is that fair, Coach Hale? Is that fair?
Well, I talked to the lion out in the jungle. He said only the strong survive. I don't know.
Their response is it just means more to every question.
Yes. Jeremy, help me out. I don't know what to say.
No, I think we kind of hit on this, that if you take any incentive away and you're just basically there to fill out the non-conference schedule, go collect some checks, travel around the country, and play in some big venues for shellacking, those programs are going to be hard pressed.
I did that at Southern Mississippi.
But they'll just get rated by the portal every single year. I mean, who wants to play in a conference where you can have no shot of playing for a title?
And then who would want to coach?
Right, exactly.
Seriously, like the Troys, the Southern Mississippis, and stuff like that, that's happening right now. They have a good year. The next year, their players usually playing at Alabama, Mississippi State, Ohio State.
You'll get rid of South Florida. You'll get rid of Boise State. Any team that's not in a Power 4 conference is going to just go away. What's the point of this?
And where are those players going to go that are on the bench for Alabama right now that want to play? You know, like
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Well, not all the time. You know,
right.
like I'm not talking about the starters. I'm talking about like the third string guy that wants to play. You know, like.
Yeah. Southern Mississippi, Memphis, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Not if they do that.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, Coach, where
my heart's bleeding for you guys. Unbelievable. What's happened to this world?
We need the 7th SEC team.
Hey, please play some man's world. Please, man's world, please.
What is it they say about unions? They don't raise the highest people; they protect the lowest people.
Right.
Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's basically what these conferences are they not? They're union.
It gives the kids the opportunity to play like me that weren't big enough, strong enough, talented enough to play at Alabama. It gave us a chance to go to school and get a degree. So I don't want to hurt that.
Well, also, you get a guy. You guys had a senior lady team at one point that was really good, played a lot of good teams, and could have beat them on any given Saturday.
We did beat them.
That's my point. Yeah. So you get some teams like this South Florida team that you don't really want to face early in this, playoffs, because they played Florida, beat Florida. I mean, recently they played really good football. So,
or they can get their butts kicked. We don't know.
Right. But give them opportunity, especially if you got 16 slots. I don't mind giving one.
You really don't want to play any team directional team out of Florida.
Right.
I mean, if you're going to play a directional team, go play, Southern Vermont.
Right. Or Southern Miss.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Y'all have changed my life. Y'all show me the light. I kind of changed my thinking.
And we haven't even talked about the high school kids who are going to be playing their tails off this weekend. Some will get their D1 opportunities. Very few now.
Right.
Because that window's tightened up on them.
Yeah, and what does make them go to like Division II, Division III? Mm-hmm. And again, when they do well there, they'll still have an opportunity later on.
This is looking more like baseball, where you get drafted and you go into a rookie league in the single A, double A, hoping to make the show.
You know what? Y'all have opened my eyes. I'm still right.
Seen the light.
No. Well, hey, how's your dad doing?
Doing real well. Always trying to get me to come up for Cincy game, especially this year. Except for that Utah game, Jason. Other than that, it's been a good year.
That one surprised me because I was against the Satterfield hire. I thought he was about to get fired, but I think he's done a tremendous job this year. So apologies to him and that staff because they've done a tremendous job, and I would have never have thought it, to be quite honest.
Sorsby was a blessing. I know no one's really talking about him too much, but and then that offensive line they got is really good. And thank you for Pryor. Appreciate Pryor.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I know he's banged up right now. And Tyree Walker, I don't know if you watched the Iowa State game, but he's the one that laid that hit on that linebacker that knocked him out. And I was at that Iowa State game. That was awesome. But yeah. But no, it's Hoop's about to start up, so hopefully, we just beat Dayton, so that's been good. But, sorry, Coach Hale. Back in the 90s, Cincinnati was a basketball school.
Absolutely. So. Kenyon Martin, Melvin Levitt.
See, we always had a hard time with Cincinnati when we played them in football.
Yeah.
We did.
But, no, Jeremy, I'll let you get back to the Alabama update. Everything's going good, Coach Hale. My dad's living down in Hamilton now. He's close to the arena, close to the Cincinnati, so it's good for him and good for my parents and around my niece. So
how old is he now? How old is he?
He's going to be 73 in May.
He's amazing. He looks so good. It's incredible. I mean, you do too, though. I mean, I think this runs in y'all's family.
It's the Ohio genes, man. Let's keep telling you.
Yeah.
Yep. It's the German. It's the Ohio German.
Right.
Yep.
No, we love Porkopolis.
Yeah. It's all that beer we drink when we're younger,
Beer and sauerkraut.
Beer and sauerkraut.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Chris, you have a great day. Thanks for making me like a fool. I appreciate it.
Hey, Coach, every once in a while we got to bring you down to earth.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
You got to bring him down.
At least I'll admit when I'm wrong. And I'm not in a minute. All right, we'll be right back. We got time. Oh, we got time? All right, let's go ahead, Jeremy. We're going to let you take your time as long as you want.
Well, I think, first off, tonight, 6 o'clock, the eyes of the basketball world will be on Coleman Coliseum. The Purdue Boilermakers, the number 2 team in the country, having been dropped from 1 to 2, even though they won to elevate Houston, which is just weird, ridiculous. Purdue comes calling on Alabama, and that's going to be a huge game. Alabama's non-conference schedule is just absolutely insane. Saturday, Alabama made the trip up to Madison Square Garden and defeated St. John's.
Can you believe that?
I called it. I said, we got them right where we're going on.
I didn't think that would happen.
Yeah. I mean, Oates has done an amazing job.
You know who the coach is at St. John's?
Yeah.
The legend.
Patino.
Yeah.
And they made a good...
What did he say? Did he say anything about Alabama after the game? Was he shocked they were that good? Or
I didn't really see much that he said. But 103-96, Alabama forced St. John to get up and down the court there.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you only get NBA scores that get that many points sometimes.
They might be the real deal.
No, they play longer.
Anytime Nate Oates is going to be there, they're going to be the real deal. Now, whether it be national championship caliber or top 16, he's going to have them in the mix every year. Yeah. He's just a great coach.
SEC basketball is incredible.
Yep.
It is. They've opened with a win over the North Dakota, got the road win, quality road win at St. John's. Tonight, Purdue, you know who their next 2 are? Illinois at Chicago at the United Center.
They got one of the best players in the country, man.
He's talking about strength of schedule.
Oh, yeah.
He is shying away from
what that
anybody.
means? He thinks this is a really good
chance
team.
to do something.
Yeah. And then The next one up is Gonzaga in Las Vegas.
Ooh, wow.
St. John's, Purdue, Illinois.
And he's winning.
Gonzaga.
Yeah.
So
he won one.
Yeah.
So this won't hurt them in their.
Oh no!
I think that basketball does better than football.
This is exactly what the NCAA tournament selection committee looks for.
Right.
They are not going to be penalized by taking a game against Illinois in Chicago.
Yeah.
It's almost better to lose a close quad one game versus
then pick up a Q2, 3 home win.
Even a Q4 against a non-contender.
Yeah. And it only gets more involved. I mean, Clemson comes call. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I looked at that schedule and I was like, what the heck? This looks like an NBA schedule. But like I said, that just means he's got confidence this is going to be a really good team, and he wants to get them battle tested early in the year. That when they get into March, and the pace they play with, man, they're exciting to watch.
Yeah.
And the Gators are defending national champs. You got Auburn that should be pretty good. Tennessee's usually good. SEC basketball. We're a basketball program now. Basketball league.
I mean, you're not far off here. The quality of basketball in the Southeastern Conference is now
Kentucky.
on
Nobody's
par.
talking about the blue blood. The blue blood.
They got their spanked. Louisville embarrassed them. Are you kidding me? Did you watch that?
Yeah.
It's time to go now.
Louisville's got a player on there. What, he scored 36 or something?
Yeah.
That kid was
Louisville's good.
phenomenal. Yeah, they've always had a good history.
All right, enough of this. I want to talk the real sport. I'm worried about this Oklahoma game.
Oh, this has got danger written all over it. If you're Alabama,
they worry me.
If there's a program that historically has mirror imaged Alabama, that's now in the Southeastern Conference, it's Oklahoma. The colors almost look alike.
Right.
Oklahoma football is the game in town.
They got a winning record in Bryant-Denny.
Yes, they do. Alabama has struggled historically with Oklahoma in recent years. Haven't played often, but last year Alabama goes out to Norman with playoff implications on the line and absolutely lays an egg.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Now, this is the third team that Alabama will face on the 2025 Revenge Tour schedule. They took care of Vanderbilt, who they lost to in Nashville. They took care of Tennessee, who they lost to in Knoxville. Can they make it 3 for here and get Oklahoma when they make the trip to Bryant-Denny after what happened last year out there? It's going to be a tight ball game. And, Saturday's game against LSU, at one point when we got the 9-point lead, I had a text from a friend of mine that said, hey, HGTV is showing a documentary on the history of cardboard. I mean, it was about that exciting.
Yeah.
It was a rock fight. Between two teams.
People say that, but I will point out that's a big rival game.
It's a huge rival
LSU
game.
played
Take nothing away from LSU. We knew they would play well.
That's kind of like the Penn State Ohio State game.
Penn State, Indy.
LSU, Penn State still has NFL players everywhere. They just had a bad season and the way things fall, losing a game, guys checked out. But when they play Alabama or when they play Ohio State, they're going to give them their best shot.
And Alabama's execution was enough against a team that they clearly have more talent than. I don't know that they can have the execution level against Oklahoma.
You know what worries me?
Get a W.
Our quarterback execution when a defense gets after him.
Mm-hmm.
LSU made him feel uncomfortable, and
Florida State made him feel uncomfortable.
You wait to this week.
Yeah,
I'm telling you now, they're the most physical.
Game, if you look at the South Carolina, because they got a good front four. To me, that's going to be the key to the game. It's which quarterback, because both quarterbacks, I don't want to say they're struggling, but they've been scuffling the last few weeks, especially Mateer after the injury. He hasn't looked like.
I tell you what, let's come back. Let's take a break. Come back. This. I want to finish up with this, because this is a huge football. There are 5 games, the biggest in the country this week. We'll look at that, and this is ranked right at the top. The Alabama 2:30 kickoff. ABC Alabama versus Oklahoma, Bryant-Denny Stadium. Their defense is the most physical football team on the defense side of the ball. When I watched against Tennessee, I watched some other games. Auburn's a very physical defense, but, man, this guy knows what he's doing. And what about when we get back, Jeremy, why don't you ask you this question here. What about multiple coaches saying they know what our signals are? Hey, you know what? Michigan did it, so what? It's legal.
And then
I don't think he did anything.
Did you see the Michigan State punishment? Michigan State had to vacate wins. They got fined.
Who did?
Michigan State.
Oh, I know. And then Michigan didn't do anything.
The funny thing is, and they said this before. They said,
wait. He's telling me to take a
my bad.
We'll come back to all this.
That was my good joke. I was about to let
All right. Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. That's where you want to go eat lunch today. All you Mosley Dolphins. Not lunch, but dinner. Go out there before the game. Have a pep rally. Hit on Tommy Oliver. Mosley State Championship game starts. Playoff games start tonight at Tommy Oliver. Let's pack that thing out. Get out there and support Mosley Dolphins. Everybody, if you've never been to a game all year, go tonight. Mosley versus Lincoln, huge football game. Let's pack that thing out. I want to thank Stevenson Air Conditioning for the Alabama update. Matter of fact, Jason graduated from Mosley High School. Locals taking care of locals throughout the Panhandle of Florida. The most honest, hardworking guy out there. They give you a call. They say they're going to be there a certain time. They're there. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1, not even close. Also, don't forget about David Adams, fine jewelry.
Designer jewelry.
Right over there in Lynn Haven. Go ahead.
42 days till Christmas. You still probably have time to design something, and they will create it for you and have it in a gift box ready for Christmas. Also, free jewelry cleaning, free jewelry inspection, and the lowest prices in jewelry anywhere. David Adamson, Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77, Lynn Haven.
And also, don't forget, you're talking about a great place to eat, lunch, dinner, whatever, especially this weekend. This weekend, you need to be there. That Cajun place, this is incredible. Kickoff at 11 o'clock. Get in there, wear your school colors, have that beautiful FSU shirt on, Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, FSU, whoever you are, wear it proudly, Ohio State, Michigan. And when you get in there, kickoff happens. $5 pitchers, 50-cent wings. 50-cent wings. That place is packed out on Saturdays and Sundays. Go check it out. You'll be glad you did. That Cajun place, 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. Go see Dr. Ward. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We get back. Who's going to win this game, Alabama or Oklahoma? I'm not sure. Be right back.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Clear this afternoon and evening with a gentle breeze around 8 miles per hour coming out of the west-northwest and temps near 74. Tonight we will have clear skies and a wind speed of 6 miles per hour and be warm at 55. Sunny tomorrow and a high 74 with a light breeze. Sunshine Saturday with a temp of 73. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
It's the end of the year and the perfect time to unwrap big savings on a brand new 2025 Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Ready for adventure? Well, drive into the holidays in an award-winning Kia SUV line like the Soul, Seltos, Sportage, Sorento, or the bold Telluride. If you want luxury and performance, slide into the sleek 2025 Kia K4 or K5 sedan, always designed to thrill. And going electric this year, spark inspiration with the all-electric 2025 EV6 long-range fast charging and electrifying style. At Bill Bird Kia, you'll get comfort, safety, and technology all wrapped into one perfect package. And don't forget, we're the original home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street in Panama City or online anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust. Bill Bird Kia, your local community dealer. Love your ride this holiday season. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty.
This is where heroes are created, legends are born, and dynasties forged. The Sports Talk Master, ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
Eagle! Hey, Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna. Auburn update. Get out before Braves. Mosley High School state championship run starts tonight. All you Dolphins, Get out there to Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Have yourself a pregame. Have a pep rally down there. Eat. Have a great time. Then have Tommy Oliver. Everybody, I don't care who you pull for. Let's all go out to Tommy Oliver and support them tonight. Let's pack that stadium out. And if you can also help out Arnold High School, go by the school, drop off some money. Write a check for, I don't care what it is, $10, $100, whatever it is. They're an expensive trip. They've made the state playoffs. They're heading down to St. Augustine. If you can help them out, we certainly appreciate that. We're going to get back to Bama in just a second. Let me get to Auburn done real quick. They are on open date. Andy's off today. Auburn's hot board as of 11/11/25. Tulane's Coach John Summerall is the number one on top of the board. That's what they're saying. Is that true? I have no idea. Number 2, according to the board, Arizona State, Dillingham. Number 3, Missouri's head football coach, Drinkowitz. Now, would you leave Missouri to go to Auburn? Now, I would. There's no doubt. I think Auburn's a lot better job. But he's won at Missouri. They'll give him a big-time extension to keep. They said they're going to do whatever they have to do to keep him at Missouri. Would you leave Auburn? I mean, leave to go to Auburn if you're at Missouri with him?
Absolutely, 100%.
Would you?
Yeah, have you been to Columbia?
I hope Bill and Sue aren't listening right now. I would go too, yes.
He's been rumored for the Penn State job. I mean, there's been discussions with him.
You can win a national championship at Auburn.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. That's why I think it's a better job than Missouri. I don't think they've ever...
I do think Missouri's a great job. They're in the SEC. They got money. They're adding on to the stadium. It's beautiful. They haven't even completed that one side. It's going to be really nice next year.
But he's the reason that the Missouri job is really good because he came in there and stabilized it and made them a top 20 team. So you put him at Auburn, resources, they're going to get players for him. If you give him the players that they have at Auburn this year and him develop a quarterback, I think you're not firing anybody. You're looking at a top 15 team.
Now, this one I don't think is going to happen. It could, though. It could happen because he was at Alabama. He knows what a great job Auburn is. But if you play at Georgia Tech and you're winning there, you've only got one loss right now. They could probably pay him a lot more money than what they're paying him. If you're Key, would you go to Auburn?
Mm-hmm.
He's seen what can happen at Auburn. He was at Bama. He knows that's a good job. It's a great job. But you played at Georgia Tech. You got that thing turned around.
Yeah, I just...
I don't see it. I think he's a perfect fit for Georgia Tech. People don't realize Georgia Tech also has a lot of money. I mean, they're just now starting to focus on their NIL. They're building something there.
They haven't even tapped into all the money they got.
I think he's at where he wants to be. And being his alma mater, I just don't see him leaving there, to be honest. Him and Jeff Brom. I know Jeff Brom's being rumored a lot, but his dad played at Louisville. I mean, those to me, as long as the money's in the same ballpark, I don't see them leaving those type of schools.
It's a lot further from Atlanta to Auburn than it is from Auburn to Atlanta.
Yeah. That's a good point. All right, the other name that was brought up, Vandy, Coach Lee, done an incredible job. Again, he played at Vandy. They're showing you now Vandy has a lot of money. If they would spend it, and if it was important to Vandy, the baseball team would be up there every single year, which they kind of are, and the football team would have enough money to buy players every year. What do you think? Would he leave Vandy? Would he leave Vandy?
I would not. I think these college coaches like Atlanta, Nashville, you live in a different environment where, in Atlanta, you've got the Braves, you've got the Hawks, you've got all of these professional, and of course the population density is so great.
Yeah.
If you're in Auburn, if you're in Starkville, if you're in Tuscaloosa, Gainesville, there's one game in town and you are it constantly.
Right. And you're under that microscope
all the time.
I like that. I like that.
At Georgia Tech or Vanderbilt, you can go 8-4 one year, and nobody's going to.
Nobody's really going to know.
You're right. You go 8-4 Auburn, Alabama.
8-4, 76. They've shown 3 years. Get them out of here.
Same way.
We're playing for
you can win, but not win. By 2 touchdowns and be criticized.
100%.
There's a lot of pressure at Cincinnati. Chris puts a lot of pressure on them. The other coach was Jeff Brom. I'm going to tell you what. I do think he would consider the Penn State job, because he made some comments that surprised me. He might be saying that just to get a bigger job at Louisville, a bigger money at Louisville. And the other one's South Florida's coach. All right, I'm going to get away from that for a second because I want to get back to Bama in a minute. Now, Auburn's quarterback, Daniels, I thought he played outstanding. He's improving. It seems like he's getting better every single week. The big question, will Auburn play him? If he plays against Mercer and then Bama, it's done. He's played in 3 games. You can play in 4 and still keep your red shirt. Now, the Auburn Durkin, the coach, head football coach there, says, we're always going to do what's the best interest of the young man and his family and what's the best for the program. So what does that mean? I don't know. Auburn could play the backup quarterback, the true freshman Knight from Mississippi that Notre Dame was committed to Notre Dame, try to keep him happy. They don't want to lose him. I guarantee you they don't want to lose that kid. It's going to be hard to keep, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now, or you just go with Arnold. I don't know about that. But I definitely would not play him against Mercer. But does that hurt his production? Probably not against Mercer. If he did, he'd probably going to play a half. But Daniels, they got to have him for the Alabama game. Bowl game doesn't really care. Who cares? Go to a bowl game, who cares if he plays or not? That's how sad it's gotten in college football. Do you think he's going to play him against Mercer? Are you going to think and blow a red shirt and play against Alabama, play in a bowl game, or just hold him out and play him against Alabama?
I'd hold him out.
We're going to find out. That's interesting.
You don't have a head coach there. I mean, they're not really playing for much. The Alabama game's a Super Bowl, so I would sit them out versus Mercer and play them against Alabama. Yeah. And red shirts aren't as important as it used to be. I mean, these kids, I fully believe in the next year or two, they're going to give 5 years of eligibility to every player.
And
you got to
do away with red shirts.
They should do that. So, really. I mean, you got to be really careful on who you're redshirting.
They gave Vandy's quarterback 6. So
yeah.
Anyway. All right. I want to go back and talk a little bit about that Bama game. Jeremy, it really true. This scares me to death. I think their defense is outstanding. Their best ball player, All-American linebacker, hurt his hamstring. We don't know if he's going to play. I think he's listed as playing. How long he plays, we don't know. But he is a stud. They're very physical, well coached. But every team that plays them has made. Lane Kiffin brought out quite a bit. Our offensive coordinator said we're going to change signals up. It's like everybody's played there. Even when he was at Clemson, it's like they know how to steal signals like no other. Do they do the Michigan approach? I don't know. But all the coaches did say there's nothing illegal is what he's done, right?
As far as we've heard, yeah. I mean, there's been rumors that they steal signs, but like what everybody doesn't know, stealing signs is legal. It's just the way you do it. You can't do in-person scouting. You can't film the sidelines and steal and decipher their signs after that. So a lot of these coaches are just good. They have guys on staff. Everyone does to be able to decipher signs. And if you're loose with your signs, that's on you. It's like baseball. I mean, you can steal signs. It's legal.
What do you think is going to play out? Oh, no. I'm going to ask you that in a minute. Hold on. I'll ask you that in just a little while. But this game is scary. If Bama wins this one, I think they're in the playoffs. I think even if they lose to Auburn and turn around losing at Atlanta, they say they're not going to penalize you for playing for a championship.
Which is the question, why are we even doing this? You know, why make them play another game, risk injury?
Money.
I know. It's ridiculous.
But it also hurts the best teams in each conference because you're playing an extra game.
Yeah, there's opportunity to get hurt.
Right, 100%. And for what? I mean, if you're not going to punish them for playing it and you're not really getting a whole lot of credit for playing it other than maybe what that bye was.
I'll go back to Georgia's one victory over Alabama. We lost Mechie in the SEC championship game.
Sure did.
And then we lose Williams in the national championship game.
Yeah, we had both of them. We win that game.
And I'm sitting in Indianapolis, and when Williams went down, I told my daughter that Bolden's our top receiver, and we were done.
And we were.
Yeah.
And we were.
One extra game.
Unbelievable. But it's not going to go away because it makes so much money for the leagues.
Yeah.
But, it really hurts the team that loses that game because now they don't get a bye.
An extra
They play
game.
an extra game.
At
so
home,
they're playing
maybe.
2 extra games just to win a national title.
Not guaranteed at home.
But more than likely you'll get rewarded by being at home. You know, you
Ole
can sit
Miss
on the road.
Is in the perfect
Ole Miss
spot
is sitting
for
perfect.
the SEC.
Ole Miss and Georgia.
Georgia's sitting perfectly.
They have no team really left that should threaten them. They're not going to play in the SEC championship game, and they're probably going to get a home game. So they're going to get 2 weeks off before their home game. And the teams that didn't get a bye in the playoffs last year were 4-0 in that first round of the playoffs.
That's right.
If Texas wins out, they beat Texas A&M. Texas A&M lose to Alabama. Texas A&M's still going to get. They're still going to get in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Texas will be in. The one that would hurt was Georgia. They'd have 2 losses. Would they get in? They lost to Texas and lost to Alabama.
You got a good argument.
And then Ole Miss, like you said, we might get that many in. Then Ole Miss
sitting.
If it goes undefeated, I mean, wins out, they've only got one loss.
Ole Miss going to win the rest of the way.
Yeah, they're winning.
So you're right. We could get that number out.
Yeah, I think they're getting 5 this year.
Wow. All right, we get back. We got to do Jeremy's picks. He is knocked out of the ballpark. All you people, don't listen to Vegas. Listen to Jeremy Pridgeon. He knows what he's talking about. We get back, we'll do that. If we have time, I want to talk about something else. I hope, Jason, I hope we have time sometime today or tomorrow to talk about this Michigan State. It's amazing to me what they did to Michigan State and what they didn't do to Michigan. I'm serious.
You know the old adage, they were so mad and punished, they're so mad at Michigan, they punished Michigan State.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get that. Who's the commissioner of
Somebody's setting an example.
But that's by the NCAA.
Why are we letting them govern college football? We've seen them be corrupt. We've seen them be so inconsistent. They do nothing.
The reason we're here now is because what their decisions
100%.
were.
I mean, they do nothing. I mean, get rid of it.
I'm with you. All right, we'll be right back. Let's talk about some of our wonderful, outstanding people. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Go check out today. The burgers are the special today. They got the biggest, best burgers anywhere. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Go check it out. You'll be glad you did. It's like a museum down there. The best food. They got guns hanging from the ceilings, boats, motorboats, surfboards, money everywhere. The legendary J. Michael's. You will absolutely love whatever they serve you, believe me. Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. You're in Lynn Haven. Get to Lynn Haven Beef O'Brady's. All you Mosley Dolphins, get out there, have a pregame meal, go to Tommy Oliver, support Mosley, and everybody in Bay County loves athletics and loves this community. Go support Mosley. Let's pack out that stadium tonight. Go help out Arnold High School. Go by the school, give money what you can to help pay for their trip to St. Augustine. Please do these things we're asking for. Also, let's take a break. I'm tired. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Keep the game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car doesn't mean the Sports Talk and Line play-by-play have to end. Just say, hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida. From Michigan Avenue to the man cave, from the car to the kitchen, we've got you covered. Keep the game going. Hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida.
Your NFL and college football headquarters is Dak Cajun Place. With 27 TVs, you won't miss a play or a game. Score 50-cent wings during live games every Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. 50-cent wings. And $5 pitchers during live games only at Dak Cajun Place. LSU and Saints fans, wear your team colors and get free Jell-O shots when LSU or the Saints score. Plus brunch on Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 2 with $3 mimosas. Game like a local at Dak Cajun Place.
Your goals matter, and at Anytime Fitness Panama City, they're ready to help you crush them. With expert coaching, personal training, and virtual workouts through the Anytime Fitness app, you'll have all the support you need inside the club and beyond. Limited time only. Join today for just $1 down and start your fitness journey now. Don't wait. Visit 107 West 23rd Street, Suite W8, or call 850-818-8184. Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
Hewitt Tire and Auto has been in business in Panama City forever. Locals taking care of locals. From the smallest to the largest vehicles, they do it all. But don't take my word for it. Listen to the experts.
Hewitt Tire and Auto, your certified AAA service center and hometown towing.
Visit them online at HewittTire.com.
On Airport Road in Panama City.
850-769-7323. Hewitt Tire and Auto Center and hometown towing.
For everything in the world of golf, it's the Watson Report. Thursdays at 4:20 with Alan Watson from Golf Plus. ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Let's start with our picks today.
Good deal.
Jeremy Pridgeon. Jason, I want you to hold off. Randy, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing fantastic, brother. How you feeling this morning? You just dropping your headphones, your books, your notes, your everything.
It's coming out of
All right,
your
help
check.
us out. All the talk about Braun, he's a great coach.
Who?
Your head football coach at Louisville.
Oh, Jeff Braun.
They go to Miami, they upset the Hurricanes, and his name's listed: Penn State, Auburn, all these different schools.
You need a new ringtone for that phone, bro.
all these different schools. Is he going to leave?
No, he's not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, they're talking about an extension.
And a raise?
Getting that done. Mm-hmm.
All right, there's no way. And the reason we asked Randy this, we just saw a text. They're buddies, they're friends. And
we've been friends for a long time.
Can you get 2 more tickets? Your 2 tickets? Can you get 4?
Yeah, you want to go?
No. You're going to play, they're playing Clemson.
Yeah.
Is it a night game or day game?
Night game, 7:30 is the kickoff, I think, locally there, so 6:30 here.
All right, so we can mark his name off going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere.
All right.
I'll get more scoop
I believe
when I see
in
him
you
tomorrow.
All right, I believe in you. All right, let's do these picks.
Okay.
Let's start. You can break it down, but you can't pick it.
Right.
Jeremy, we'll start out with Randy School. Louisville, Clemson at Louisville. Has Dabo got turned the corner? They continue to play well, or they go there and get another ACC loss?
I'm going to take the Cards at home, and things continue to get a little dire there in Carolina.
Randy, do you agree with this?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Because anytime that and Jeff Brom is probably one of the most competitive people that I know, and I guarantee you, practice was not fun this week after that loss.
Yeah.
And they'll be ready to play.
Okay. All right. Minnesota at Oregon. His coach, his name's been brought up to the Arkansas job.
Dan Lanning?
No.
The guy from Minnesota. Row the boat.
Oh, Fleck.
Fleck.
PJ Fleck.
Yeah. To Arkansas. He does a good job. I think they got a pretty good program up there.
Row the boat. Yeah.
Yeah, row the boat. What's going to happen? Oregon get it done?
Yeah, Oregon's going to row the boat.
Randy, Oregon get it done?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Let me go back. I don't want to do this one. I'll say this until a bit later. Give me a second. Somebody talk.
Second.
Yeah, all right, you got it now? All right, we're good to go. Here we go.
No, not either.
What not?
Where's my okay.
Has your wife been messing with your notes or something?
That's what happens when she writes it. He don't read it until this.
NC State at Miami. NC State's got a good program.
They sure do.
Sneaky tough game for Miami. I'll just say that.
I'll go with the Wolfpack.
It's on the road, too.
Okay. NC.
More people know Raleigh that.
Actually, it might.
Randy, who you like in this one?
I think NC State's a good football team. I think they certainly have surprised a lot of people. I just don't see Miami losing another game.
And it's at Miami.
It's at Miami.
It is at Miami.
And I guarantee you, they've been embarrassed by a couple of losses, and I think they. I think they'll be fine moving forward.
To me, it's all about back. If it's consistent.
Here's the other thing too. The problem was the offensive coordinator and the play calling, doing the same thing over and over, and the other teams figure out what you're going to do. Well, and you notice in the last Miami game, they changed all that up. So it's not the same running the ball up the middle, doing the little out route. They've mixed up the offense. So I think that's going to be the difference in the game.
I like that. I like them up front on both sides of the ball.
They're really good there. They're top 5 in the country in offense, defensive line.
Jeremy, UCLA at Ohio State. This is going to be the biggest upset in college football. They travel halfway across the world, and they're going to beat the number 1 team in the country.
In a night game.
It's just not going to happen. No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, I'm not going to ask you, Randy. Penn State at Michigan State. Penn State at Michigan State. They haven't fired the coach at Michigan State yet. It's going to happen.
If you had on your bingo card that these teams would be winless in the Big Ten at this point in the season, you would have made a lot of money.
Did you watch the Penn State Indiana games?
Absolutely.
Penn State looked good.
Yeah,
they've got players.
If they're motivated, and the big thing with Franklin is quarterback development and offensive scheme. I mean, and that's just never been good. So I think they came out, played a really good game, and I think Indiana showed a lot of heart and to be able to come down in that environment, because that's a tough environment. I don't care what the records are. When you play at Penn State, you're getting a top 5 environment in all of college football.
I love the mayor. He says, you guys are full of crap. The problem at Miami is not the offensive coordinator, it's Beck.
Let me ask you a question. 100%. Is he a Florida State fan?
Yes.
Enough said.
Who you got, Penn State? Jeremy?
Yep.
Penn State.
Michigan State's actually a bigger disaster than Penn State, and that's saying a lot. And they just got sanctioned and have to vacate wins, fine, recruiting violations, everything Michigan should have got.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Penn State gets it done.
Michigan at Northwestern. Who you liking this one?
Michigan.
Okay.
That's going to be a
Randy.
close
It'll be a good game.
It's a good ball game, but Michigan gets it done.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I think
Underwood
Michigan's
just
a better
hasn't
team.
developed like we thought he should have. We thought he was going to be kind of a Jaden Daniels. He just looks bad in the pass game, but I think they're a little bit better up front on both sides of the ball.
Hey, Michigan's quietly getting better, guys. Watch out.
Hey, by the way, just wanted to throw this in here. If you want to listen to Shane Beamer coach one of his last few games at South Carolina, we got that game at 11:30 on Saturday.
And the Texas-Georgia game's at 6:30 kickoff on ABC. You can hear it right here on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Exactly. That's incorrect, by the way. Somebody put the wrong kickoff for the Texas-Georgia game at 6:30.
Yeah. I think it was
Randy.
Yeah.
Randy. All right, let's go. Virginia Tech at FSU. FSU has to win this game. It's a must win. They got to get it done.
Who are they playing?
Virginia Tech
at home. Florida State's at home.
I do think they regroup and get it done. Seniors last time at Doak Campbell. You got to play for some sense of pride here, and otherwise it just wheels come off.
You concur?
Yeah, I think Florida State get it.
All right. South Carolina at Texas A&M.
Yeah, that's not even going to be a game. It's at A&M. I mean, I'm telling you, it's going to be one of Shane Beamer's last few games. I think he's gone at the end of the year.
I think wheels are off. Tough place to play at Kyle Field.
Yeah, it is.
And we haven't seen Texas A&M do what Texas A&M does yet.
Yeah.
But there's always a chance.
This is a chance.
This is why we play in the SEC. This is why it means more. We don't fear anyone. We are the SEC. We'll play anybody, anytime, anywhere.
Including Mercer.
New Mexico State.
Right. We'll take Mercer any day of the week.
New Mexico State at Tennessee. Who you got?
Oh, gosh. Vols.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's in Knoxville, right?
Yeah.
Tennessee will take it.
Now, this one, you got your third-string quarterback playing. They've had a great year, and everything's kind of falling apart. They're at home, and this could be the difference. Mississippi State played well one week. They looked great for one quarter against Georgia, and they fell apart. What happens is Mississippi State packed it in, or they go on the road, get a win at Missouri?
Missouri gets it done.
Mississippi State will be tucking tail and heading back.
All right, Missouri with a third-team quarterback, y'all got Missouri.
If you watch that game Saturday, that quarterback was horrible. I think this is a closer game.
I do too. I tried to coach them up. They're not listening. And I'm going to give y'all one more opportunity. You got a third-team quarterback, and there's a reason you're not second-team or first-team. And they're at home. I get that. But if you can't score, you can't win. Do you still want to go to Missouri?
Yeah, but
I'm going to go with Missouri.
Mississippi State's defense not that good.
Going to Missouri?
Oh God, yeah.
You can
Mississippi State
take them to the water, but you can't make them drink.
Tune in tomorrow for me and Coach Hale.
Jason, listen to Real Pickers tomorrow. we'll set them straight. All right, let's talk about some of our wonderful people. Man, we love all of them. Turpo Pest Control, Vandy Roofing, Steve's Bike Shop. You know Steve's the swim coach at Mosley. Bertashaw, he's incredible, man. They got electric bikes. They got the old standard bikes, new and used. They'll deal with you. Christmas is just around the corner, right there on 23rd Street. Check it out. Stevenson, nobody is better than Stevenson Air Conditioning. Locals taking care of locals. Dr. Chad Mitchell, 26 years on Bay County sidelines. Get out to Newbies, 4 wonderful locations. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida, the Paul Feinbaum Show.
The Expired is up next. The Hall Expired.
Well, let me tell you, clown, something, especially you, Logan, talking trash about Dwayne. Dwayne might say some crazy stuff, and he might be smoking a doobie. I don't really care. But at least Dwayne is entertaining and has something to say.
Paul Feinbaum, weeknights, 6 to 10 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Clear this afternoon and evening with a gentle breeze around 8 miles per hour coming out of the west-northwest and temps near 74. Tonight we will have clear skies and a wind speed of 6 miles per hour and be warm at 55. Sunny tomorrow and a high 74 with a light breeze. Sunshine Saturday with a temp of 73. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
It's the end of the year and the perfect time to unwrap big savings on a brand new 2025 Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Ready for adventure? Well, drive into the holidays in an award-winning Kia SUV line like the Soul, Seltos, Sportage, Sorento, or the bold Telluride. If you want luxury and performance, slide into the sleek 2025 Kia K4 or K5 sedan, always designed to thrill. And going electric this year? Spark inspiration with the all-electric 2025 EV6 long-range fast charging and electrifying style. At Bill Bird Kia, you'll get comfort, safety, and technology all wrapped into one perfect package. And don't forget, we're the original home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street in Panama City or online anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust. Bill Bird Kia, your local community dealer. Love your ride this holiday season. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty.
On the run. Time to let the big dogs eat.
How about that answer by Georgia? To the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida. And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Let's get into these rest of our picks for today. We're going to start. Let's go Florida. Does Florida, if they packed it in, is it over? What's Lane going to do if he has an opportunity to blow up the team that he might be coaching at next year? What's going to happen, Jeremy? Break it down. Florida at Ole Miss.
Oh, this has so much intrigue around it. When you want good theater.
Right. Especially with Lane involved.
Especially with Kiffin involved. Here, the guy who photobombed an engagement on Saturday during the game. Watch for some of this second-level chess that he likes to play, on X. He'll throw something out there that's pretty cryptic. I mean, he's the man of the hour right now. As far as the game itself, this will be pretty much X's and O's, and I think we'll see him get as many as he can on the Gators. Just unload and Florida's defense is good. Will Florida show up? We're talking. I got an email from a guy in Kentucky wanting to know why we had, said that it was just Florida rolling over and playing dead, and Kentucky not, annihilating the Gators. Well, we'll see about their effort, for the Gators on Saturday.
Randy, who you like?
Yeah, I mean, Florida's defense keeps them in a lot of games. I don't think they'll be able to stand up to Lane Kiffin's offense and throwing his clipboard up in the air, 30, 40 feet. So he's going to put it on them.
Anyway, Florida can pull upset.
I don't think so, and I think this is an audition for him to see, hey, if you want me, pay me, and I think he's going to be the highest paid coach this offseason. But if you're looking at that Florida job, I think the best thing to do is go out there and put 56 on them and beat them like they should.
All right, let's get to the next one. Arkansas at LSU. Dr. Ward said LSU's done. It's over. Even Arkansas is going to beat them. Arkansas has no problem scoring points. Their defense is the issue.
Well, bad play calling.
And LSU's offense is not very good. So this kind of is a good matchup for Arkansas. Jeremy, what's going to happen? The game is at LSU.
Game is at LSU, but I think Ward is onto something there. This is an interesting game here. It's the Battle of the Boot, and they don't see each other as rivals as much as they were forced to be rivals.
And I'm not sure if they're going to be the remaining, rotating opponents here, if this is kind of going to end the series. I was trying to find that out, to see if LSU kept Arkansas on the annual opponents here. Let's see.
I've seen a couple places where they say Whit Weeks might be back this week too, so that would be a good boost for LSU's defense.
Yeah, so they're going to keep it as an annual series here, which I think the LSU folks would love to see it go away. But I'm going to take the Hogs.
You got Arkansas, okay.
I think this is Bobby Petrino's first win as the new head coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Right. That is a good matchup for Arkansas. Their offense is outstanding.
They score points.
Yeah, it's just that their defense, and LSU's offense hadn't done anything. Jason, I don't even want to talk to you about this until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tennessee Tech at Kentucky. Kentucky is an incredible program. What they've done the last 2 weeks has been amazing. They destroyed Kentucky. They destroyed Auburn.
They did do that this year.
They're unbelievable. So all that Kentucky Wildcat fans listening, who was it? What's his name?
Jim.
Jim, yeah. I apologize. What a job they have done. Kentucky. They're going to beat Texas Tech, I think.
Tennessee Tech.
Tennessee Tech.
Tennessee Tech.
Yeah.
They're 10-0, though.
It's Kentucky. Who cares?
They are 10-0.
I care. Well, Kentucky basketball, we care a lot more about.
Yeah, we cared the other night, too, didn't we?
Yeah. What happened to that? Louisville, what they do? Well,
didn't he say something about I'm waiting on basketball season?
Yes, he did.
Bless his heart.
You got Kentucky, right?
I look forward to.
You know Tennessee Tech's undefeated, right?
No, I didn't.
They are. They're 10-0.
But they're not in the SEC.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
This is Kentucky they're playing.
Who you got then? Who you going with? I got you down with Tech.
Could have a hangover from that big win against Florida.
I tell you what.
Is it at Kentucky?
It's at, yeah.
Okay, so it's
Kentucky's going to win this game.
Kentucky's going to win. This thing's going to be close.
Wildcat, help me out. God.
This just feels like
going to be close.
Yes, it is.
I feel like it's going to be like one of those ugly 13-7, 13-10 games.
Yeah, hopefully the players from Kentucky are thinking the same thing. Yeah, it is.
They're undefeated.
They're coming in there to play.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one to watch.
All right, you heard it here first. Everybody's picking Tennessee Tech to beat Kentucky.
I'm taking Kentucky, but do not be surprised if we come in.
I'm going with Tennessee Tech. Tennessee Tech is going to go in there and they're going to squash Kentucky's.
This is a Louisville guy talking now. This is a Louisville guy. All right, this is a huge football game. Texas is playing for the playoffs. This is a playoff game for actually both teams. Georgia's only got one loss. Texas has two. Texas has got to get it done. Kirby kind of owns Texas, and it's at Athens. What's going to happen? Break it down and tell us why you're making your pick.
So, there's a lot riding on this one. Obviously, Georgia wants to finish out strong, and I think they will. And we talked about the positioning for playoffs here.
Right.
They are most vulnerable, here compared to Ole Miss. But Kirby with his back against the wall is usually pretty darn good. So, dogs.
See, I don't think so. I think what's going to happen, here's where it's all going to break down. It's going to break down. Texas really needs to get into the playoffs, and a win for them gets them in. And so I think the SEC officials are going to find a way this weekend
to get another
team in the playoffs. And you think I'm kidding, but I'm dead serious.
I don't think you're kidding because we've seen a lot of evidence of that this year.
Yeah, we have.
Or just very coincidence mistake. I just
don't pick a winner.
No, I'm just going to give a little bit of opinion. I just still don't see it. Man, I know he had a good game up against Vanderbilt, but we haven't seen that consistency. Georgia against a better Texas team last year dominated the trenches. I see that happening this year. They blitzed a lot more this last weekend against Mississippi State. Everybody thought that Mississippi State game was going to be down to the wire, a really good game, and Georgia went in there and dominated. I think Stockton's playing his best football. I think Georgia is one of the hottest teams, if not the best team in the SEC today, along with Alabama, but we'll see. I do think that this is going to be a tall task for Manning and Texas to go in there and win.
Yeah, I look at the quarterback position, and I'd give the edge to Georgia there.
For sure.
All right, this is the game. Oklahoma has to win this ball game or they're done. They have had success there Alabama's never beaten them in Tuscaloosa. Now they've only played there twice. This is going to be a huge football game. Defense versus Alabama's offense. We can't run the ball. Oklahoma doesn't run the ball very well either. Their quarterback could be the difference in the ball game. Jeremy, what's going to happen in Bryant-Denny, 2:30 ABC?
This is a dangerous ball game for Alabama. They are at home. You've got Venables, who's a great defensive mind, going up against our OC, who's equally brilliant. That's going to be a fun chess match to watch.
Yeah.
Alabama has had a bend but not break mentality all year.
Yeah.
But Oklahoma can bend them to that point that others couldn't.
Right.
And you escape Williams-Brice when everything had to go right to get out of there with a W. 2-point play, point down, get the fumble. Simpson is not that great under pressure in that showing, and you can expect Venables just to dial it up all day. And the last part here, Alabama's running back stable, which Jam Miller was supposed to lead, has shown flashes at times, but more times than not has left us wanting. The running game has to appear Saturday, and if so, Alabama gets it done. This is pretty much a toss-up, but home field advantage, I'll take the Crimson Tide.
I don't know about this one. All right, Randy.
I'm with him. That's one of the things I was going to say. The advantage probably goes to Alabama because, it's tough to play in Tuscaloosa. So I wouldn't be surprised. Here's a question: does Alabama go out of the playoffs if they lose this week?
No.
Okay.
All right, we're out. What?
You can thank some people for listening
what
to
does that mean?
ESPN.
Thank you for listening to 104.3 ESPN. Keep it right here all day. Paul and LSU Jeff got a great job. They'll have a great show for you this afternoon. Randy, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, brother. My
We're
pleasure.
out. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Jeremy, see you next week. Jason, see you tomorrow.
Mornings on ESPN Northwest Florida just got unsportsmanlike.
Cece, do you believe the Bears have